So one of my favorite things about ODNY is the ability to meet like-minded individuals, not only in OD, but also in various other fields that intertwine with components of OD. So we meet people in HR, we meet people that focus more on business practices, senior level individuals. So I really enjoy just the networking and interacting and understanding their perspectives. Sometimes it's interesting to hear someone who doesn't necessarily have an ODN background, but they're able to pick up on different components and talk about them. So that's one of the things I like about it. I also really like the workshops. When we come in, we really look at things in different buckets. There is a lot of brainstorming. It's very interactive. We're not just sitting like in a classroom. People are encouraged to network, and the structure of our meetings encourage networking, and it encourages networking in a people don't necessarily have to be it's not forced, but I would say it's just more comfortable. Like when you come into the room, people are very personable, and they're open to conversation, but also the group structures and moving around in different groups, it helps people to interact as well. So very engaging. So one of the benefits I would say is interacting with different individuals with different levels of experience, also hearing from consultants what they specialize in, what are their techniques, their practices, but then also understanding and building awareness around OD. Trying to break down the different components of OD. So what does that look like systemically versus team building, and working in our groups. Like my team focused on team building is really hard to separate and define or create different categories to categorize what people in the room did. So I thought that was an interesting component, but I also thought it was really hard to kind of come up with those categories and define them. Everybody has different interpretations, so bringing so many people to the table and then figuring out how do we make stakeholders aware of what OD means and what we do. I think that's also a difficult challenge, but I think what's interesting is being in these spaces and being able to collaborate to come up with some solutions. We may not have all the answers, but just being able to come up with some ideas on how we can move OD forward.